Hey everyone, I thought I would update you on my cancer journey so far. I know I don't talk about it a lot on here, but for those who are new, I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer in 2021, over Labor Day weekend in 2021, and I nearly died. It was in my bones, my liver, my brain, my lungs. I had a 3-centimeter tumor in my cerebellum. So I was immediately put on chemo, all that stuff. It's all I have my whole story posted on here. You can look it up on in my videos. It's here. But I was going to update you about what's been going on so far, since I don't actually talk about it a lot. I try not to make this channel about, my health problems, but an update every once in a while isn't a bad thing. So I had 2 spots in my brain. I had a 9mm spot and a 1-centimeter spot that actually had been there for a while, but they grew. So my radiation oncologist wanted to get rid of those. And so I had radiation done probably 3 or 4 weeks ago to those 2 spots. That caused me to lose the hair on the back of my head. And then I also got like a flashing in my left eye and a migraine, which it was the migraine of all migraines. I talked to him about that today. He said that was most likely caused by the radiation where they had to hit me. It was in my occipital lobe, and so, probably it aggravated my brain back there. But anyway, the Enhertu has been working great. I have been on that since February of 2022, and that has been working fantastic systemically, so that means from the neck down. It's also been working in my brain, but the brain is harder. The blood-brain barrier is harder to cross, so Enhertu does cross that, but it's more difficult, so you get little pop-up spots. I've never had a clear brain scan. I've always had something there. I do have several spots in my brain, but they're not growing and they're very small. So we're just leaving those alone. They're not changing. They're not new. So anyway, we radiated these 2 spots, so I had to go back in for a scan on the 28th of August. So I had the scan done. I didn't look at the results because our hospital radiologists, sometimes they don't read it right, and then I freak out thinking something's really wrong when it's really not. So I waited for today, and he came in and told me that we have had as good of a result as we can expect, that the 2 spots they radiated are literally half the size that they were, and that they will continue to shrink because radiation works over time. So that is amazing news, that there are no new spots there. He looked over all my images. I have no new spots. So the spots that the radiologist from the hospital is stating are there have been there this whole time. There's nothing new there. I never read those. Well, I usually do read them, but I did not read them this time because it was over a holiday weekend, and I was like, there's no way if I freak out, I'm going to get to talk to anybody. So I didn't read them, so it was a surprise to me when he said what he said. But then I went and read them after I talked to him, and I'm glad that I didn't, because I absolutely would have had a freak out attack at how the radiologist wrote all that stuff. It was awful. So, all good news. Everything is still working systemically. The Enhertu continues to work. And I'm very, very thankful. It has given me years of life. And even though I get sick for a few days afterwards, I mean, it's worth it to be able to live my life, see my kids grow up. I've been able to do things like my son's in band now. I'm able to go to his band stuff. I've gone to all my daughter's choir concerts. I went to all my son's football games when he was playing, and I am so grateful that I can do those things. Never take it for granted, because you don't know how long you have. No one is guaranteed time, and I realize that now more than ever after I was diagnosed with stage 4, because there is not a cure. Just treatment, and there's only so many treatments available. So being able to stand one treatment for what? For 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, for 3 years, because I started in 2022, is amazing, and to have it work as good as it's working. So that's my update for today. It's a beautiful day here. There's our pool, which I'm going to be enjoying. There's my schnauzer. And I'm going to be enjoying that a little later when the sun hits it. But I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.